Hello, hello. Good evening. Hi, ladies. Good to see you again. Good evening from Dubai, everybody. It is 9:30 p.m. right now, and welcome to episode 3 of Desert Girls Live. Now, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Anna, and of course, I am joined by my fellow Desert Girls and business peers.
Hi everyone, this is Liz. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Eid. It's Maan here.
Hi everyone, it's Serena. So nice to have you with us on our show.
Yes, hello, hello. So now, for those of you who are new to our respective business pages, we started Desert Girls Live to interact more with our, followers, for you to get to know us a bit better. So we go live every week. For 6 Tuesdays, we do 6 episodes per season, so that's every week. And we have selected various topics under the sun. And tonight, we will be talking about diet. Now, I would say diet comes in many forms, shapes, and sizes. For example, it could mean like number one, it could mean it could be the food and drink that we regularly consume. Number two, like it's the habitual nourishment. For example, a koala's diet consists of eucalyptus leaves. And number three could be the kind and amount of food prescribed for us uh, as per the doc for a special reason. For example, before my grandma, she could only eat like meat, like any meat, like matchbox size because she had kidney problems. So that's as per her doctor. And number four, maybe the most common definition for most people, which is a regimen of eating and drinking sparingly so as to reduce one's weight. I think that's what we all know. So for this episode, we will tackle our own personal relationship with the word diet. Yeah. And so, to those watching us live right now, uh, or who will catch the replay, we love interacting with you. So please say hi to us in the comments below and let us know where you're watching from. And please feel free to share your diet tips with us and what are your daily regimens and so on. Now, before I dive in, do we have any comments, Maan? Or we can say hi to some viewers.
Yes, sure. Hi to Umesh. Hi,
Hello.
Umesh.
Hi.
Thank you for
Hi,
watching us.
thank you for
And
joining.
it's from Dubai.
Watching from Dubai.
And we have Camille. Hi,
Hi,
Hello.
Camille.
Hi, Camille.
And Saran.
Oh,
Hi.
Saran. We
Hi
miss you,
Saran.
Saran.
Eid Mubarak.
Sarah.
Enjoy the mangoes.
Yes. Happy Eid, Saran. Um,
And Emily. Hi, Emily. Thank you, boss mom. Watching from Canada.
all right. It's good
We
morning
hope
in
you enjoy
Canada.
our show.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Emily.
And happy Eid to all our Muslims friends, brothers and sisters here.
Eid Mubarak, everyone.
Yeah.
Eid Mubarak.
And Speedy.
Speedy,
Hi,
saying
my
hi to
friend.
Karina. Oh wow, we have like a lot, like, and we've only just started. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching. So, ladies, shall I kick this off?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. We'd love
Go
to hear
no,
ahead.
yours, Anna.
yeah. So I have this again. I don't know where I use this word, but I have this love hate relationship with with diet because I am one of those. I feel that I am one of those people who love food, but at the same time I want to lose weight. I mean, when I say I love food, like I love everything, like I eat everything. So I feel like I'm on this roller coaster ride but then when it goes down, it doesn't really reach a low level, but then when it goes up, it goes really high. So I don't even know where to begin on the different diets that I have done. So I think the earliest memory I have is when I was in college. So that must be I was what, or 18, like I remember I did not eat rice from January to June. So that's 6 months. And so when in the Philippines, June's school starts in June, and when school started, everyone just commented like I lost weight. So that's like my earliest experience. And then in my early years in Dubai, before going on holiday, like places that you guys have seen, like with my past videos, like in Ibiza and Rio de Janeiro, I remember running on the treadmill whenever I could and eating just salads and tuna and oatmeals. And I would even substitute rice for oatmeal instead. But and Filipinos, we love rice. So that was really, really difficult. What else have I done? I've tried. Have you ladies heard about paleo? Am I saying that right? Paleo
Paleo.
diet. Yeah, I've tried paleo diet. I've tried keto. Now I didn't really see a difference in my weight with these kinds of diet. Um, what else have I've done? And kind of still sticking to intermittent fasting, which I think helps me on some sort of a plateau on my weight. Like I'm not going very extreme, so I think that really helps me. Now this with mix with taking food in moderation. I think that's the biggest like clue here. I think is taking food in moderation and trying to keep an eye on my calorie intake. Now, like for example, oh no, I didn't get. I was gonna show you my happy swings. I have these really like my happy swing chocolate sticks. I love these. For example, uh, I'll just take one. It's not so bad taking like chocolates or something, but as long as you take maybe one or two pieces a day, that should be fine. And I do, though, I will share one regimen that I do daily. And I can't even remember when I started, but I'm pretty sure it has been more than 5 years now, maybe more than. Is that I drink a glass of water uh, every day as soon as I wake up. That's it. And then I wait a while and then have my food or have my breakfast or something. So, yep, that is the story of my diet and my daily habits and what I do. So, I'm not sure if anyone relates to this. And before yeah, does anyone relate to anything
I
that,
mean, I would say, Anna, that, I've heard, different people really have different types of
yeah,
approach to managing their weight, as I would say, because
yeah,
I think it's not always about losing weight, because some people also want to gain weight. Those very
yes,
fortunate people
True.
who are on the other
yes,
side of the equation, right? I mean, they can
true,
eat a lot, but still their weight is not, they're not gaining weight. They're still, stick thin. That is like, what do they have that we don't have? Because most of the people I know are like on our side of the equation, like we want to lose weight, we want to
yes,
shed off a few pounds. I've heard, like you were saying, you do intermittent fasting and that
yeah,
seems to be working for you. You've tried keto but that hasn't worked for you. So for
yeah,
me, I think, what I can say is diet really is something that's very personal. You can't
that's right.
really copy somebody else's diet
Yeah,
regimen
that's
and
right.
and expect that the same results will happen exactly to you,
True.
right? Because we have different body types, we have different blood types, that also is a factor.
Oh
We have
yes,
different
yes,
lifestyles, right?
that's right.
And
That's
so
right.
I think you
That's
cannot really, follow somebody else's diet regimen to an exact formula. So you really have to work with what is best for you. You have to listen to your body, right? For me, I would say that, I would just have to say I was very thin when I was in high school and college. And the only time that I actually gained weight is when I moved to the UAE. And I think many people would relate with that. I don't know, maybe it's the food in here. They said it's the water, because water here has high sodium. So that also helps with water retention. It helps you put on weight. But if I try to remember what are the things that I've done to try and lose weight, to be honest, I tried slimming coffee before, which was not a great idea, because the only thing it does to you is it curbs your appetite, so you will not think that you're hungry even though you are really hungry. I mean, it's only short term, so it's not really for long term. It's not sustainable. So I would not, again, I do not recommend that. Okay. What else? I think the very substantial dieting that I would say that I have done is before our wedding. I actually went into a low carb, low sugar, vitamin filled in 3 times a week yoga kind of lifestyle. And that really helped me tone down, to be fair. I was really happy with my physical appearance in preparation for our wedding, with our prenuptial photos, with our wedding photos. So that's, it wasn't easy, but looking at the photos, I was absolutely happy with it. So that's definitely worked for me. But then after the wedding, I start putting on weight again, because they said, it was like I was on my nesting period. I'm happy with my marriage life. It's like there's nobody I need to impress because I have my husband already who loves me for who I am.
Agree, Liz.
And, it's one of those
True.
things. But of course, we're getting old. I mean, of course, sometimes our metabolism is not helping us to digest whatever we want. We're no longer in our teens that we can eat as much French fries
Yeah,
and as much
I know.
hamburgers and pizza and pasta that we want. And like you, Anna, I also love food. I mean, you would see in my post, I'm always like Miss
Yes.
Unlimited Sushi. I'm
We're
always here
such
and there.
foodies.
And I think for me, what has really worked is, like you said, everything in moderation.
Mm-hmm.
And lately, we've tried to do a keto version, but not strict keto. Because
Mm-hmm.
I tried keto before, by the way. Now I remember I tried keto before. My doctor, I had my lab tests, but it turned out I got uric acid from it because I was consuming way too much protein.
Yes.
Substituting protein from carbs, right? And of course the good fat, but it wasn't working for me, so I had to stop it.
Yeah.
So I was doing a version of it in the sense that I do low carb, low sugar. I stopped drinking dairy, so I use soy milk or almond milk to replace it. And of course, I stopped eating rice, which is very difficult, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yes.
Asians, we love our rice, right? We love our rice. We love our rice with different meats and vegetables. But the good thing is, my husband and I are in this together. It's not just me. So whatever I'm eating, he's eating. Whatever I'm preparing, he's eating as well. So this is what works for us at the moment, and I'm happy to be seeing results. So again, this is what works for us. I think you can see my cheekbones are starting to reappear now. Before, especially after holidays back home in the Philippines, where I cannot stop eating
Mm-hmm.
mom's food. That happens to me. My cheeks are always like this, but now I'm hopefully trying to lose some of that. So
Yeah.
that is my story on my on my maintaining weight regimen. Again, just find whatever works for you. Maybe get some tips here and there, and eventually you will find what is really best for you. And always
Yeah.
check with your doctors. Okay.
Yes. That is so true. Now I remember when you said the blood type. I had that book.
Yeah.
I bought that book and I tried it for a while, but I don't think it really worked. Yeah. And
Yeah.
yes, and as you said, I only met one person who was trying to gain weight. Like, and the rest is just like on our
Losing
team,
weight.
we're losing weight. Oh, wait a minute. I think I see some comments. So before we move on to Maan, would you want to say hi to, let's go say hi to some people. Oh,
Yeah.
hi, sis
Hi,
Gina. Hi,
Gina.
I
Thanks for
Gina.
Hi.
watching
Gina
from Rack.
from Rack.
Yeah. I have
Saran.
a
I
love
have
and
oh
hate
yes, we
relationship
all,
with
I
it.
feel like we all have a love and hate relationship with
Yeah.
our
I
weight.
feel you, Saran. And Ivy.
Ivy. Ooh, what a
I
great
don't
Hi.
think that it applies to you,
Ivy
Ivy.
doesn't apply to Ivy. Ivy
Yeah, it doesn't apply to you.
Ivy should share her tips.
yeah. Have 3 children. That's Ivy's
Yes.
tip. Oh, that's
I
Maan.
don't think so. I disagree.
Hi,
Hi,
Ian. Happy
Ian.
Eid.
Happy
Eid
Eid.
Mubarak. Hi, Hal.
Hi, Andrea.
Hi.
Hi, thank you for
And
tuning in.
yeah.
Who's
Hi,
this?
Chef Yuva.
Oh, hello, everybody. Thanks for
Yes.
watching. All right. So, oh, Saran, I struggle with
Saran
most
said, I
names.
struggle the most with the maintenance as if I'm not careful, these kilos.
Yes,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
true.
true.
Yes, so it's so easy to put them back on. It's so hard to lose them.
So
True.
true.
Ivy. It's
Ivy,
just
Ivy doesn't want to tell her secret.
It's a
share with
secret.
us, Ivy.
All right. So we want let's hear from Maan. Maan, what are your tips? Because you're like Ivy, you have three children. So
Yeah, that's why I said like I totally disagree with what you said, because because I had three kids now, but like what Saran said, I also have like a love hate relationship with diet. But to be
mhm.
honest, I really didn't underwent like on a diet plan or anything because I don't know when I was young, when I was in my elementary days, because I'm actually an athlete. I'm a
Oh
runner.
wow.
So
Wow.
that's why I actually maybe not gaining weight that easy because like healthy when I was young. So I like I eat with my cousins because in my age all my cousins were like boys. So
Uh-huh.
when we eat together, especially on a weekend, they tease me because I eat the rice, the serving. Filipinos, we have the rice
Construction
serving.
worker type.
Like
Yeah,
construct.
construction. Yeah, construction worker type. Yeah, I eat a lot really when I was young. But because they said a healthy diet is essential for our good health, and the
Mhm.
nutrition that we get from it, it protects us against any chronic or non-communicable diseases like the heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. But they said, and as I said again, and I shared because I had this disease, but I didn't know. I said I was healthy when I was young, and I know that I'm eating healthy food, but maybe because I eat also junk food before. We're eating trash. Because I
Yeah.
said I'm not very conscious with what I eat. Because I don't gain a lot, I don't gain weight, so that's why I just keep on eating anything and anything, you know. So, but I gained my weight, as Liz said, when I came here to Dubai. That's the first time I gained weight.
See?
I
Maybe
don't know.
it's Dubai.
Yeah, I think because it's very hot outside. I think that's why the people just wanted to stay at home and then just eat and eat and eat rather than just walking outside the house. So, but and then after that, when I gave birth to Francis, my third son, actually, that when I was like, I don't know, I was just wearing like a small size of dresses before. And if you won't believe, maybe my pants, my waistline before, it was just like about like 24, even after giving birth to
Wow.
my second
24.
child. But after Francis, my God, I'm gonna tell you. I think I bought like XL sizes.
Really?
Really, yeah. That's why, like, oh my God. But again, like what Liz said, because I am married and I had three kids already, I didn't mind at all, having like, gaining this weight. But then after, again, I had that disease, I had that cancer, that when I went back to a good diet, like to good
Mhm.
intake. Actually, my doctors, they didn't give me any restrictions what to eat. It's just
Mhm.
Glenn and I, we just planned what I wanted to take. Though we consulted some friends who are like dietitians. So now because they said, the food for the cancers are sugar, the glucose. So that's why I actually I'm stop eating white rice. So we are using brown rice. So I don't know because it helps really. That's why I started losing weight again. and I stopped taking sodiums. Sodium is the number one,
Mm-hmm.
also because sodium is like water retention. It
Mm-hmm.
retains your water so much. That's why, you feel also bloated, and yeah, you gain weight easily. And yeah, that sugar, sodium, that's the two most what you call this type of food that you should prevent taking.
Hmm.
That I didn't take like keto or whatever plan,
Mm-hmm.
intermittent dieting, though my son is doing it. But I don't know. Yeah, so for me, I think I'm lucky with that. So yeah, less salt, less sugars, and saturated foods, and industrially produced
Mm-hmm.
trans
Processed
fats
food. Hmm.
that is not
Yeah.
good for our body.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
so that's what I do actually. I don't have like a plan. I eat anything as long as like I don't eat red meat as well.
Ah,
Now
okay.
I don't eat meat, so I eat only like fish and chicken. And with
Mm-hmm.
chicken, I eat the breast part, so I don't
Uh-huh.
eat the skin and other parts of
Oh.
chicken.
Skin is
So
so good.
yeah, only breast. A lot. I eat a lot of vegetables as well. Like in the morning, Glenn will prepare for me. We had this NutriBullet, the blender.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
Mm-hmm.
fruits and vegetables mix every anything anything that you can see inside our fridge. You'll just mix it all together, and the juice is just like the orange. That's what I eat in the morning or take in the morning, and then that's it. Then I will take my lunch at 1 again with brown rice, and then yeah, so that is my only diet. Nothing really special for me, but to be honest, I we bought a treadmill because I feel like I'm gaining weight again, but still lazy. Every day I'm just taking like 10 minutes a day. That's what I do. At least because action
That's
also
still
not
something.
just about
It's
just
still 10
dieting. No,
minutes.
it's not just about the weight, but it's about the health. That's the most important thing. That's why we really need to be careful with what we take, what we eat, and put in our body. So
That's
yes, that's all for me. What about you, Terina?
For me, over the years, I've never really stick to any dieting or anything like that. But for sure, I would cut out as much soda as I could out of my diet and red meat. So, but last year, December was when I got serious about dieting when I had to do a surgery. So after the surgery, I had to make the decision to eat well in order to keep my body functioning at its best. Not to lose weight because I consider myself that I have a good weight. It's just that some areas that I really want to work on, that's a problem. But my diet is just for me to have my body functioning at its best and to keep fit. So after I did my surgery, I started drinking a lot of water, like minimum 4 bottles, but I'll go up to like 6 bottles of water every day. And I eat a lot of vegetables. So I try my very best to cut out at least one meal per day and substitute that just for vegetables and fruits. So whether that's breakfast with just a cup of tea, fruits and vegetables, or it's lunch. Then for dinner, I may include fish or chicken with vegetable. But for the last few weeks, I started adding some rice to my diet because I thought I needed a little more, carbohydrates and starch. But other than that, I try to maintain that diet because of health reasons. But it's bittersweet, and I'm grateful for that because I see where it's helping. But when I go on the road, when I go on the street, like driving out, that's when I fail my diet, because you have to eat here, you have to get some fast food, something quick on the go. And that's a challenge for me. And being home in Jamaica, every single thing I see, I want to eat it.
that's
It's, it's like I'm making up for lost time.
I totally
yeah.
relate to
Not
that,
good.
Karina.
We want to eat that food that you just posted.
Yes. Oh, the patties. Oh,
Yeah.
those were nice. So this morning I had another party. Yep. But I also had some fruits with it, and then I had some detox tea as well. So anytime I overeat and I had too much starch or flour bread or something like that, then I draw for my detox tea. So I do drink some slimming tea as well, and it makes me go very often. So it flushes my system, and it works.
Mm, cool.
That's
And
Yeah.
amazing.
and I know, Tarina, I bought it last week, but I just used it today. My new jumping rope.
Yes.
Ah, jumping
I
rope.
did some jumps last night with my husband because we didn't do anything since I came last week. So last night we decided to go outside and just to sweat it out. So yes,
Yes.
I'm trying to keep that as well. So good job, Anna.
That's
Yes.
great, you
I hope
ladies.
it
Well done.
continues.
I
Yeah.
can take like 1,000 jumps when I was young. It's like
Wow.
from
Wow.
maybe from
When
the
we were
whole
young.
daytime. I could, yeah. When I was young, now I cannot take maybe even 50.
I
Yeah.
think I
Even
tried
I
that.
Do get into it.
I just did maybe 20 minutes of jumping. Well, 30 minutes on my time on my watch, but of course I did a few pauses. But it's really, really like it makes you sweat a lot. This
Yes,
jump.
Oh,
It's like
and it's a
wow.
go try
it's
it.
a full body workout as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
I think
right.
exercise combined with proper diet can actually help you manage your weight better, right? Because
Yeah.
it
Yes.
has to be a combination of things. It couldn't be just
That's right.
one and the other. You couldn't be skipping rope for 5,000 rounds and then eating
Then
fast food every day,
That's
right?
right.
Exactly. You have to balance. There has to be a
Yeah.
balance.
it's a
Yeah. And
discipline
Yes.
actually, yeah. It's a discipline.
yes.
That's the number one
Yes.
Yeah,
attitude that
That's
we need to
right.
have.
discipline
That's
and
right.
consistency, and look and check what's working for you, because
Yes,
yes, we don't,
exactly.
like we said, we're different people. Maybe jumping rope is what
Mm-hmm.
is for Anna and Terina. Maybe for Man it's running on the treadmill. Maybe for
Mm-hmm.
me it's, I don't know, maybe yoga, I don't know. So do
Yes.
whatever works for you, right? So as long as you, of course, make sure you check your doctor as well for some clearances if you need, because it's always best to get the expert's opinion on things, okay?
True.
Exactly, exactly. And as you said, Liz, it's not a one size fits all. We're all different. We all have different bodies, body type, blood
Yeah.
type, and you know, everything. And but then they did say, I don't know if you guys heard this as well, but it's always 80% of what you eat and 20% exercise. That's like the good
Yes.
ratio for losing weight or being healthy or keeping healthy.
Yes, I
Oh, and
agree.
before we wrap it up, let's say hi to the last few commenters that we have before we say bye. Let's,
Yeah, we have
Hi.
Esmeralda. Hi,
oh,
Esmeralda. Thanks for
hi.
watching.
Thanks for watching.
Shay.
Shay. Hi, Shay.
Maybe
Thank
Hi,
you
you.
can share
Shay.
your tips as well,
Thank
Shay, for
you.
staying slim. Yeah. Eating healthy is the best.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally
definitely.
and
So we
agree.
need to be
that's
conscious of what we're putting inside our bodies.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
It's
Mm-hmm.
actually
Yeah.
just not now, just like losing weight. But as I said, like, what we eat today will be what we will become.
I
Yes,
know.
yes,
Oh
yes.
gosh.
We have to make a conscious decision of what we eat. Definitely
All
True.
right.
daily.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
and it's
we
good.
also want to say that it's not about deprivation. It's not about not trying a piece of chocolate, not trying a piece of sweet. It's just all about moderation, right?
Moderation.
It's about
Yes,
Exactly.
moderation, knowing when to stop, knowing your limitations, and again,
Yes.
yes,
going back to the healthy habits, like Terina said, as a conscious decision. And it
yes,
has to be a commitment. It
Yes.
has to be long term and sustainable. You cannot just, decide, oh, I'm going to do keto for 7 days, and oh, I'm going to do something else for 7 days. So see what's working for you, and, we hope you find it. And if you do, please let us know what you found out, okay?
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
would be happy to
all
hear.
right. Well, thank you, ladies, for sharing your stories. And a big thank you to everyone who tuned in, who interacted with us. I hope you got something out of this episode. Now, I want to leave this episode with some funny humor about diet. And as all of us are digital business owners and work online, I thought this might be a bit more appropriate. So, I'll show it in a bit. Like we'll just say good night now. So good night, everyone, and until next week for another episode of.
Desert
Girl,
Girls
Bye.
Night. Thank you,
All right,
everyone.
bye. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.